Hello guys, how are we doing today? Great to see all of you. Hi, manifestors here again. So we're going to get into some more questions today. So remember, you find this channel, it's all about minding your mind and using your mind to manifest. Also, if you find this channel, I'm sure the universe is not coincidental. So if you're watching this video, you must know that your world is created by your mind, your mental world. You don't have physical reality. It's all an imaginary world that you project and you create. So I'm going to put forth some things to help you to master that even more effectively, so that you can get along with the best life possible for you. Great to see all of you here checking in today. It's wonderful. Hello. How's everybody doing today? So let's go to our question here for today's lecture here. Hello everyone, so how are you doing? Alright, so the question is, Mark, you made a video about making your home a manifesting place. Can you expand more about what not to have in your home that may be preventing us from manifesting our dreams and desires? Well, I love this question. This is an excellent question. It is a great question. I don't think a lot of us pay attention to our home, man, when it comes to creating our life. We spend most of our time at home, right? And now that you're learning that the majority of about 98% or about 99% of your experiences come through what's called your subconscious or your unconscious mind. So it literally means you have to have your home a certain way in order to reach your highest potential to manifest, because you spend most of your time there, man. Now, what do we know about our subconscious mind? It's a mind of what? Of images. Things that we see a lot of, our subconscious absorbs it and projects it as my physical experience. So you guys are aware of that, right? So now I want you to think about something. So what is the number one thing that all people have in their homes? 99% of all of us have this in our home, and we don't even know, or we're not even aware that it is preventing you from manifesting your desires. Not only is preventing you from manifesting your desires, it is actually bringing you more lack. It's making you more poor. It's making you more unworthy. I wonder if anyone can guess what it is. I'll throw it out there. You have it in your home right now. Well, I had it in my home. I don't keep it that much anymore. Actually, I don't keep it anymore. But you have it in your home. Oh, that is a great answer. The TV. No, not the TV. TV is one of them. I love that one. The television, you can have a TV. Clock. No, I heard about the clock thing too. No, not the clock. The clock is not the thing that's going to keep you from manifesting. So I'll repeat it again, because many of you are just joining this live. The question is, what is one thing in our home, or the things in our home that's preventing us from manifesting that we're not aware of? Now, your subconscious runs the show, so remember that. Also, it's illogical. So let's see if you can get a couple more times before I reveal the number one thing that will make you feel lack, will make you less money, will make you more poor, will create resistance. And you have it right now staring in your face every single day, and you have no idea why your life isn't changing the way you do. And it seems so simple, but it's so profound when I explain to you why. So we got mirror, we got clutter, we got phone. Alright, so ready? Drum roll. Now who you live with? What's the number one thing you have in your home that's preventing you from making you abundant? This is abundant. It is bills. It is those bills you get in the mail. It's the payment. It's the old bills you keep. If you have any bills and you keep them in your house, you're telling your subconscious mind you want more debt. You like debt. Bills. When you look at your bills, you say, oh my God, I'm so worried. You should not have bills in your house. Put them on your phone, digital. Do not keep the bills around. Some of us like to keep our old bills, our old things that we had in the past. It is ruining your manifestation. Wow. Some of you are going like, wow, I didn't think about that. Now you know, if you have bills in your house, payment bills, this bills, you keep in your bills, you're all around, you may not be consciously aware of them, but you are consciously aware of them. Your subconscious mind is actually super aware and believes you want more bills. Remember, we are dealing with an illogical mind. If it sees this more often, it thinks that's what you want. If you have bills that are paid already, that's a question. If you have bills that are paid already, make sure the bills say, because you're dealing with an illogical mind, make sure the bill have to say somewhere on it, paid. The thing, there's no balance or anything. Just don't keep them. You don't have to keep bills. We live in a digital age. If you have bills you need, scan them. Put them in a phone or put them in a box and put them tucked away where they're not in view of you. We all put our bills down. We keep them because our mind says we got to keep copies of our bills. But see, guys, this is what I'm showing you. This is what they don't teach you, man. This is something that everyone should know in school, man. That you know, we live in a subconscious world. So if your bill's in your house and you think, oh, that's my bill, I gotta pay it, and you think, your subconscious don't think the way you're thinking. You're like, oh, this is my bill, my record. Your subconscious will see that way. If you pay your bill, throw the bill away, man. Don't keep them in your house. Okay? If you keep them in your house, you're gonna keep debt and lack. See how that works? Does that make sense to you now? Right. Very powerful indeed. Correct. Yes. So go into your home, all these old bills, shred them up, throw them away. Current bills, put them somewhere where you can't see them or they're not there to you. Pay them, disregard them. Your house should be light. Lighter house, higher vibration. Heavier house, lower vibration. Remember, people, we spend a majority of our time in our house. I'll throw another bonus one in there for you that will make you less powerful in manifesting. So now you know the number one thing is the bills. What's another one that's very powerful that we have a lot of and we don't even notice it in our home that will prevent us from, actually this one can keep you unmotivated. It can make you depressed. Yeah, this one in your house, you got it right now. So let's see if you can find this one. So it'll keep you unmotivated. It'll make you depressed. It'll make you feel unworthy. That's a lot, man. That's because we're dealing with an illogical mind here now. So who can guess that one? It's not clutter. Here it is. You ready? Drum roll. Not the TV again. Not the phone. Here we go. The next one is pictures. Pictures in your house. If you have paintings or pictures and they look weird and people are like not smiling or they just have these images or these, oh man, that looks cool, man. I like the way the skull is looking on that. Oh, that's cool. It's not cool to your subconscious mind. If you have pictures in your house, paintings that look gloomy, that has weird reflections or just things that depict something not happy, chaotic, dark, gloomy, you are telling your subconscious mind that's the reality you want to experience, man. Low energy pictures. Now, why is this so? Well, guys, a lot of you may be saying, well, what is this guy talking about, man? My bills in my house don't have anything to do with my making my money or self-worth. The pictures in my house cannot make me feel unworthy or that. What is this guy talking about? This makes no sense. I mean, I'm looking at the pictures and I don't feel unworthy. I don't feel this. I have my bills. I have them for years and nothing's happened. So I want to ask you a question. So, since you have all these things in your home and some of you are saying, it doesn't matter. Why don't you have what you want? Why aren't you abundantly over your bills? Why are you still catching up to paying your bills? Why don't you have what you want if these things don't affect you? simple question I'm asking, because there's some people out there saying this, that's not, this makes no, what is this guy talking, right? The next factor, what people do not realize, what people don't understand, is they think, and you better not think this way, because this is not how it works. I'm teaching you this. So here's how it works. They think that the thinking mind runs the show. They think what they observe, they can control it, and they are able to move it, leave it, pay attention to it, or not. Answer: zip wrong. Your thinking mind does not control the show. Your subconscious mind does the work, sends it to the thinking mind. So, when you have the bills and you have pictures that represent something else, unconsciously you are creating something that you aren't aware of yet. And over time, it processes and it becomes to the conscious a habit that you cannot see, but it keeps happening to you. You have to remember, your subconscious illogical. Go write that down. What does illogical mean? It doesn't make sense like you and I. It takes everything literal. So now that you know that, I'm sure you guys can now start to think of some things that you can put in your home that will impress your subconscious to give you more of what you want. Why don't you put pictures in your home of money, of a beautiful mountain, of the sunshine, of happiness, of laughter? It's going to make your subconscious make you feel worthy and deserving. See that? These are important. Every little thing counts towards your desires, especially if you don't notice. You listen, you have to remember, we live in an energetic world. The physical world is a front. It's fake. It's a front. The real world is happening in the invisible. We're beyond our naked senses and our naked eyes. Okay? You can put fake money too. It's illogical. It doesn't matter. Your subconscious doesn't see it as fake. But you have to remember that everywhere we go, we interact energetically with people, with places. Did you know that everything has a level of awareness? Everything is alive practically. Nothing is dead. Your house is alive. The floors is alive. Your couch is alive. Your TV is alive. Your picture is alive. The bill paper is alive. Every single thing that can exist has awareness in it. And if it has awareness in it, it gives off a frequency. And if it gives off a frequency, it is looking to match your frequency with it. Point blank. So the fact that you exist, every single thing in your entire house or whatever is communicating to you on a subconscious level. You aren't aware of it because this is on the atomic scale. It has the atomic level. The atom has what's called an electron. An electron has an awareness to when someone is watching it and someone is not. Electrons create every single thing physically you can see and you cannot see. Now, neuroscience has just verified something profoundly, and you knew this. They have now officially now defined and said that all the cells in your body actually do vibrate with a particular frequency. And if they had some instrument, they could hear the quantum vibration of what every single cell in your body sound like. That is now an official thing in science. So now that proves that we are truly, we all knew this before, vibrational beings. Spiritual people, not spiritual beings having a physical experience. Your energy transformed as a physical being. You'll always go back to your natural state. It can never leave you alone. It's always there, and it's permeating through your unconscious. So when you're interacting in your world, you have to be careful and aware of things that you're interacting with that can profoundly affect your unconscious mind. So, how does the unconscious mind work? The unconscious mind work where it sees a lot of things repeatedly. If you're exposing yourself to a lot of things every day, that's when the subconscious will take the command. So if you think about it, you spend a lot of time in your house every day. You go there, you sleep there, you eat there, you live there. So that means if you're there a lot, your subconscious mind is going to be impressed first in your house. Anything in your house is the first step to either making you free or keeping you a prisoner. So you got to make your house a temple of manifesting. You have to make your house a welcome for your unconscious mind, for your peace. How many people think about that? So now, when you go to your house and you're in your home, examine stuff around your home that you think may be cluttering you, may be weighing you down. Lighter is better. Fresher, better. Things to empower you, even better. In your house, you should have, if you're going to have any pictures, make sure it's motivational pictures, made of motivational quotes. If you're going to have music, make sure it's high vibrational music, things that are going to make you feel good. If you're going to watch the TV, make sure it's something besides mainstream media. Make sure it's something positive, uplifting. Because again, if you want the life you want, you have to know how to do that. And this is how you do it. And this is something you're not going to be taught to do. The colors of the pictures aren't as important as the representation of the images on the pictures. Although certain colors can make us feel a certain way, but it's the image that your subconscious mind really resonates with a lot. And you know, I used to have a lot to keep my bills in my home before I started to understand. And now I look back in retrospect and I say, man, it does definitely make sense. I could see how I was just kept, like, always have to pay, always in the back with my bills and like can't caught up with my bills. I was like, man, all along I was just feeding my subconscious more bills. I was just saying, this is what I want. There was always something in the back of my mind that says, hey man, you got to keep a copy of your bills. Don't throw your bills away. Maybe it's up. And I was like, why would I keep these bills that I don't need? And I recognized it was my subconscious doing that. My subconscious wanted me to keep the bills. It would tell my conscious mind, hey, keep the bills just in case, you know, you never know what could happen, da da da. And I thought it was my subconscious doing it because my subconscious wanted me to continue to be in that state of the debt. Remember, it's illogical. It's not going to think and tell me, Mark, this is good for you, this is not good for you. It's up to Mark to figure out what's good or not good for me, and then I direct it to my subconscious to follow it. See how it works? You're welcome. Yes, so that's correct. So the perspective feelings about the things around you is tremendously important. You must delete things that create lack or make you feel a certain way in your house. You know, here's another thing people do in their house. They get these curtains, man, and they have these black curtains, and they put all these curtains on their windows, and they never let the sun in. They keep their home like gloomy. That's not good. Your home should be a place of energy, of sunlight, of things. We got more light, more natural light, the better. Your home shouldn't be this gloomy, curtained up place, man. You're blocking the energy. You remember, it's your temple. You know that, right? That's a temple. Someone asked me, how did they figure out that we operate from our subconscious? Well, they figured that out through what's called neuroscience. So what they did is they put these electroencephalographs on your brain, and they scanned the different regions of the brain, and they have the right and the left hemisphere of the brain. And what they realized is there were certain parts of the brain that were lighting up, that weren't where the conscious mind couldn't decode it. And when it was lighting up, they figured, oh my goodness, there's an unconscious part of the brain. So when they see the light lighting up, they notice it was your heart rate. They noticed it was your breathing. And it's like, okay, there's an unconscious mind that's controlling the heart rate and the breathing. But it got deeper. And then when they figured out, they said, oh, look, the emotions. It also controlled the emotional housing. And then when they figured out this controlled emotional housing, it controlled your habit. So this is how they figured out that 99% of your life is controlled by the subconscious. And then they went even deeper. They said, all right, so if this is true, let me ask this guy to make a decision. So they would put something in front of the person and they would say, decide if that was red or green. And 5 to 9 seconds. Count that. Go count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a lot of time. 5 to 9 seconds before the person made the decision was already made by the subconscious of telling him to choose red or green. He did not choose red or green. The choice was made by something he cannot control. His subconscious mind told him, you're going to choose red, you're going to choose green. 5 seconds before he made a choice. The choice was already made. So that's how they figured out that you are run and operated by the subconscious. And then now they figured out that your conscious mind is just a feedback to that. Your subconscious would be like the bigger brother telling the little brother what to do. See how that works? That was the answer to someone's question about how do they know that 99% of our lives are controlled by our unconscious mind. So that's the answer, right? Yes, this is perfect. As Justia says, is manifestation like TikTok. You look for a focus on a topic and the TikTok will send it to you on your For You page. And it's just like YouTube, just like Instagram, like Facebook. What they do, they watch and they see what you press and what you like. Yes, your subconscious watching and see what you're focusing on. And if they see you doing a lot, they'll feed that in for algorithm to you. The universe is an algorithmic universe, just like your social media. Like what you're thinking about a lot and what you're looking for, the universe is going to send that to you in your physical experience. It's just like you're on your smartphone. It's an algorithm. The universe has an algorithm just like Google, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and the algorithm picks up what you tap and like the most. And that's what your subconscious will do the same thing in your life. So that's why you have to be careful when you're out and about, like the things you're exposing yourself to unconsciously. You don't have no idea how powerful it is. A lot of us, what we do is we listen to these type of music, man, and these music is like, yeah, I like to keep down and poor. I'm just a struggling man. The struggle is real. Yeah. I'm tough. I get rejected. I feel like I could struggle. It's better to be poor. And it's better to be. I'm always on the grind. Yeah, the beat sounds good. But your life, man, your life is, and you don't understand that the music is programming your life. And they do that specifically, intentionally to you. Listen, you think these artists that are making these music, you think they want to make these music, these low vibrational music, these music that just make you feel low and and struggle and lack and you think they want to really make that stuff? They don't want to really make it. But they have been programmed and controlled by their media. They have their paycheck. Say, this is what you're going to write and sing. And why do these media and why do these music moguls and why do they do this stuff? Because they know that when you're in a low emotion and you're in a fear status, you're more easily controlled and you spend more money. You can buy more stuff and then you get addicted. The addiction creates more revenue. So it's all about the money. So if you're someone that you're thinking about, oh, my music ain't affecting me, look at your life. It affects you 100% because you are not in control of what. Even though you're logically you could hear the sounds and say, yeah, I'm not struggling, I'm not going to do that. Your subconscious cannot, and it will make you do this thing that the music is telling you to do. 100%. The more you listen to it, the more you get down. And then people, here's the next thing people don't understand. When they make music, they deliberately put these music in a different hertz frequency. They are sounds right now that they can send out right now across the whole Broadway that will make you feel depressed, that will make you feel anxious, that will even make you throw up, and you have no idea, and you can't see it, and you can't even hear it, because it is so subtle and it only picks up on your subconscious. That's how powerful it is in the Matrix. And when they do music, they put them in certain frequency hertz, and there are certain hertz that will naturally make you feel low. This is why when you listen to certain music, you feel heavy and low. It's the frequency. You want your music to be in 432 hertz. 432 hertz. Most of the music that are more positive, optimistic, make you feel good, they're in a higher hertz. So people, you got to understand that there is a level below you that is really running the show. And if you don't become aware to master your subconscious, it is going to master you, and it's going to master you in a way it's not going to be in your favor. 432 hertz is the music for abundance, for feeling good, for happy, for money. There's other music hertz for if you want to be more optimal health feeling. You got to research them. They're there. But 432 hertz is considered the general tone that makes you feel more like yourself, makes you feel more happy, more positive. It brings an abundance. It's known like a money abundance, feeling good frequency. It does not bring you into a negative loop state. I don't know the frequency for health or love offhand, but you can research it and find out. I'm sure there's a frequency for that. Well, there you go. Someone has it here. 432, 628, 174, and 963. Thank you, electromagnetic being. So there's the frequencies they're putting up for you right there. So 432, 628, 174, and 963. Then 528. So there you see someone. You see, you guys are so smart. You guys are so brilliant. You know stuff. Each one teach one, and each one help one. So there's the help. Someone here, Silicata GA says 741 hertz 2 is good. 714. Okay. You guys are on the game. You know how this stuff works. But think about this, guys. You know this, right? But how many other individuals aren't even aware of this stuff? Okay. Do the molecules in the air have anything to do with manifestation? Yes. The molecules in the air are the resonance that brings the vibration to you. Everything in your vicinity affects you. Let's go beyond the molecules in the air. Let's go to what's called the 0-point energy field in space, in air. That's beyond air. It's a tremendous amount of energy in just free space right around us right now. And this energy is powering you. You are the energy of that power. You circulate yourself to become a human being. Always remember one thing. If you want to get ahead in life, remember this lesson. You are a musical tone in the universe. You are a frequency that morphs into a being, morphs into a car, morphs into an apple, and then you come back into your state, which is this tone in the universe. That's what you are. You're a pure connection and information. That's all you are. And what you're doing, you're creating a feedback loop to yourself. You're sending information back out into your own field to replicate a human being. And then when you replicate the human being, you replicate experiences, and it's all connected to you, and you're continuously feeding this loop because you're experiencing every part of what you've already created and all what you already manifested. So it's coming back through you, to you, around you, and all a part of you. So when you start to think in those terms, you'll find you can create and manifest a lot of things a lot easier, because now you'll see it's all about the resonance and the frequency. It's about the vibe, man. Ever people said the vibe ain't right, I'm not going. The vibe is right, I like that person. That vibe over there, he got good vibe, she got good vibe. You can't explain it, man. It's just there. You're just like, why do I feel so good around this person? Why do I feel so bad around this person? But when I feel bad around this person, he doesn't seem like a bad person. He seems cool, but I still feel bad around this person. This person, I feel good. The vibes don't lie. The vibes are the invisible electromagnetic waves, and it's the subconscious talking to the subconscious. Yes, your energy is how you're vibing. See how it works? Right. 852 hertz for stress and anxiety. 973 hertz for the pineal gland and intuition. There you go. So if you want to get the hertz, there it is. 852 hertz for stress, anxiety. 973 for pineal gland and intuition. 963. Everything affects you and I invisibly. So especially when you go to your house and your home now, guys, observe in your house. Now you can really observe in your house and say, man, what is in here that I can possibly eliminate or put away that will make me feel lighter? Listen, you've all experienced it before. Have you ever done a spring clean in your house? Just clean everything, and after you clean it, you just feel lighter? Man, you think that's fake? You think that's just that's an actual true thing? Is your cells is picking up the vibration. Plants, if you can have plants in your house, highly recommend. Plants absorb energy. They pull off the negative energy around you, and they put back oxygen into your home. Highly recommended to have plants if you can put plants in your home. They soak up all the energy in there. Right? It's called planning for what's to come. All right. So it's just this, guys. It's just, you have to remember that what you see is not what you get. Is what you don't see makes you get what you get. Okay? Feeling me? All right. So get those bills from in your house if you don't need them. Put them away, and you'll notice you'll get more clarity, and you'll have more good stuff happening to you financially, because your subconscious now will see a different program and say, okay, so we're not going to focus on the bills, we're going to focus on abundance, and it will change your life for you. I got a couple more questions here before I go. Feedback loop. What does it mean, a feedback loop? Someone's asking me, what is a feedback loop? A feedback loop is if you ever have a radio or a speaker and you're playing it and you hear the and the sound comes back in, that's a feedback loop. So a feedback loop in simple terms is that the information you have, you spit it out and it's coming back to you in a different form. That's a feedback loop. We're all doing that right now. We're sending feedback loops continuously out into the field, and it comes back to us. Feedback loop is also known as what we call karma, cause and effect. Okay? Was there more to Mark, was there more to your journey of winning the lottery, like how you changed as a person? Yes, winning the lottery totally changed my perspective on everything in life. How I see life, how I see myself, how I see the universe. Because the way I won was quite unorthodox. It was quite unusual. It was natural. It was not natural. I didn't just go out there and just bought a ticket and just hope to win. I meticulously and deliberately created to manifest the lottery. And that was the thing that really set it up. I knew what I wanted. I see the car I wanted. I decided I wanted a car. I visualized it. I decided I was going to use lottery to win it. I visualized it, and everything I visualized nightly
came into existence exactly down to the T. So that was quite unusual. And then the lesson that taught me was, oh, the universe is fake. Reality is fake. What that meant to me was, the stuff I see in my real life, it's not real, it's all fake. It's a movie, it's a simulation. I could shift it, I could create it, I could adjust it. And winning the lottery proved that to me. So when something like that happens to you in your life, I don't know if you've experienced something like that, it's a life-changing moment. Because now you realize that you have more control and you can really shape your life, and then your view of people, your view of reality, your view of yourself change, because everything that you were taught, you realize it was a lie and it was backwards. I realized when I went to school and everything, it was all fake, it was a lie. It was just to keep me down from discovering my true gifts and who I really am. And that took, I was blown when I realized that. I felt depressed, I felt jitted on, I felt lied, I felt betrayed. I was like, man, why did all of these people, the religion, all this stuff told me everything and all of it was a lie? When you get to a profound recognition of that fact, your whole life changes. You elevate to something else. Until you experience it, I don't know if you can truly understand. Maybe you can understand what I'm saying, but until you experience it yourself. And many of you have experienced it in a different way. Not you don't have to win the lottery to experience, but maybe you've manifested something in your life that was profoundly hard, or you didn't think it would happen, and it happened the way you visualized it, and then you came to the realization that, wow, this world is really fake. This is a matrix. This was designed to trap my mind, to keep me in limitation. And that was the profound truth. So that's how I changed. It changed me as a person, as a different being, as a different way of looking at life, and seeing that life isn't the way I was brought up as a kid. It's all fake. It's more freedom. It's more understanding. It's the fact that you know that you have the power within yourself to create and generate anything you want in your life. That's a profound power to have, the realization. And that's what I put out to you guys. Did your perception change before you're winning or after? My perception changed after I won. During the win, I was changing my perception little by little, but it fully kicked in when I won, because I battled my mind. Even after I won, there was a battle with my ego. My ego was in a shock state, because, you know, the way I won it was I visualized this thing and it came exactly to the T. And this was a shell shock to my ego, because my ego couldn't process, you know, like, this just really happened. Did we just really visualize this and it came out? My ego was in shock as well, because my ego is a logical mind and it doesn't believe in luck or chance or, you know, probability. It doesn't. Your ego does not believe. Your ego cannot logicalize reality and things in a best way to put it, in a trippy form. So my mind was really in a confused state, and it was trying to make sense of everything that happened, but it couldn't make sense of it. But I got over that. But yeah, it definitely changed me in a positive way. And this is why I'm out here doing what I'm doing, so it could change you in a positive way. So that's all the time I have, guys. I will see you guys again next time, and thank you.